Hi there, I'm doing a review of the Bprimal kid shoe. I got the EU 31 and it was way too big for my daughter. My daughter was 3 years old at this point and she does have big feet. She's normally a size 8 and these shoes were way too big. So in the diagram, I did use the printable size chart and maybe I just predicted too big. So thankfully, there's an exchange program with Bprimal. And so I just wrapped it up. I stuck the Australia Post parcel ticket and I went to the post office and submitted it. So the new one came in. I got EU 28 for my 3-year-old toddler and really good quality. I'm really happy with the size. Really happy overall with the straps, the tongue, the stitching, the vegan leather. The overall make of it is really flexible. It's really adjustable for kids. However, I have to use normal socks for my daughter because there's no such thing as wide toe socks or toe socks for toddlers for early childhood. So as you can see, I put it on her and she didn't like it. She thought it was too big. As you can see, there's a lot of space around her toes and also at the side of her foot. Like her foot is not crammed in. It's not narrowed in. So at first she thought it was, too large, too loose, too big. So luckily the Velcro straps, you can tighten that real tight. And then your kids can have a lot of room to tippy-toe, to bend their ankles, to climb, to run. It's such good quality. So I would squeeze the size, squeeze the bottom as well. And she's only going to daycare and playgrounds with us, so she won't be stepping on anything sharp. I do like how it's like simple, minimal look. Like it's really good to wear with just very basic early childhood clothes. So like tights, jeans, flare, leggings, skirts, dresses, Disney princess dresses. She usually wears a lot of colors anyway. So a good pink shoe is nice and minimal. I'm always pressing down on her toes, and it feels good on the outside, and hopefully it feels good for her when she's wearing it. But overall, I just like how stylish it looks, and also it's not shoelaced. Like she can barely put her shoes on, and I have not time. I don't have time at all to dress 2 kids. But I'm putting her foot on the outside just to demonstrate that, yes, it's a lot of space around her whole foot, but it's really good. Now, she's walking like a duck, or she's walking and running, and she eventually got used to how it felt and how wide it was and how flexible it was. And she was sort of dragging her toes. But when we took her to the park, she didn't think about it at all. And I could see she was confident in climbing the slide and going down and climbing in the playground. And it was like nothing has changed. So I pretty much got rid of her old shoes, and this is her shoes every day, daycare, playground, weekends. This is it. And you know what? If she dirties it in 2 months' time or 3 months' time, which usually this can last for 3 months, and then she probably needs another shoe, or she grows out of it. Or again, at daycare, there's paint, there's Play-Doh, there's puddles, muddy puddles, but overall really happy with it. Okay, so I bought another pair for my son. He's 1 year old, probably maybe 15 months. And this is the size 25. So perfect for a baby. I think it's the smallest size that you can actually get for a baby or a toddler. And it's actually quite small. He has small feet, so I didn't get a bigger size, thank God. It's really good leather. Like really good feel. The straps are pretty good. The stitching is very proper. So for the first time, I put on normal socks and had to put on these shoes. And prior to this, he wasn't wearing shoes at all. He was pretty much barefoot because he's still learning how to walk. And, children need to use their toes to grip the floor. So wanted to give this a go around 15 months, 16 months. And let me tell you, he hated it. He didn't like the feeling of shoes. He didn't like the feeling of something kind of strapped onto him. He struggled to get up and he's trying to take it off. And he was crying and sort of throwing a tantrum. But when I dropped him off at daycare, then he was just walking everywhere and he was fine. So, he just wanted to put on a little bit of an act to his mum. But it's okay. Eventually he loved it. He can walk around like stable. He can take steps slowly, but it kind of felt like clown shoes to him. He was sort of had to take a bigger step than normal because his toes would drag. But other than that, he was fine. And I think these shoes are the perfect shoes for any baby, toddler, preschooler, anybody. I highly recommend.